There are 7 ways a laundromat can make money, and I'm going to tell you exactly how all of them work. Hey everyone, I'm Cashflow Coma. I'm a 4-year Army veteran who became an entrepreneur about a year after service. I've got a couple of vending machines, I've got another side business as well, but I also own a laundromat, and I have for about a year now, going on a year in September. Since then, I've learned a ton about fixing the machines, troubleshooting, renovating laundromats, carpentry, plumbing, a little bit of customer service, and needless to say, I've seen a lot. So if you're brand new around here, make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss a bunch of free knowledge that I give out on this channel to help other entrepreneurs start their business and accomplish their endeavors and do whatever it takes to help you make the dollars that you want to make. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So number 1 is going to be your conventional washer and dryer money. There's really not a whole lot to say about that. People utilize your machines in exchange for quarters. The more volume, the better. Number 2 is going to be purchases for resale. And I like to break these up into 2 categories, consumables and non-consumables. Consumables are going to be your snacks and soda. Many laundromats have soda machines or snack vending machines. Some laundromats have a whole row of vending machines. Non-consumables are going to be your detergents. They can be boxed, bottled, bleach, trash bags, whatever it is really. Now I've got a snack machine in my laundromat that I actually have converted into a soap machine. And what did I do to it? Well, for many months, nothing. But after a while, I really wanted to sell bottled products. So what I did was, it was a very cheap conversion for my snack machine. I took out the coils that were a 10 and 12 count, and I called up my local vending store in my area. I bought a 6 count coil for my snack machine. Well, that's converted to a soap machine. And everything that I've ever wanted to put in there now fits in there. I bought actually 6 of them. So I fit all my bottled products, my fabric softeners, my bleaches, all of those fit in my machine. People are happy. I'm able to fit the 500 gram powdered detergents, whereas last I was only able to fit the 250 gram. So yeah, I like it a lot. Non-consumables, trash bags do well as well, and in these days, masks do very well as well in those soap vending machines. Number 3 is going to be your entertainment. Now entertainment I classify into 2 categories, engaging and non-engaging. Non-engaging is pretty much going to be one machine, and that is going to be your leather chair. Now the leather chair is pretty self-explanatory. You put coins in it, it massages you. Engaging machines are going to be your arcade machines, your racing game machines, your joystick arcade machines, claw machines, which do fantastic, so I've heard. Slot machines, if they're legal in your area, you can pursue them. But in any case, in the state of Texas, if you want some arcade machines or anything classified as entertainment coin-operated machines, you are going to have to fill out quite a bit of paperwork. But in any case, I always find that the biggest, baddest setup is actually the ones that everyone's fighting over and everyone's jamming quarters in. The typical stand-up joystick arcade machine I never see anyone use, but those racing games makes kids scream at their mom, and that makes mom walk straight to the change machine. Number 4 is dry cleaning. Now dry cleaning used to drive me crazy, but it's not that way anymore. This is how we were doing it actually in the beginning of my laundromat days. First, I was the one actually taking people's clothes, stapling tickets on them, taking them to the cleaner, waiting till the end of the day, picking them up and taking them back to my mat. Since then, I've scrapped that whole structure, and this is how we do it. Since I renovated the laundromat a little bit and got sales to where I needed them to be, I was able to afford the laundromat to be staffed at all times pretty much. Since then, I told my employee to please engage with the community, try to sell dry cleaning. Now, they deal with people's clothes. I called up the cleaner and I said, look, the only way we're staying in business is if you'd come up and pick up and drop off to my laundromat, or I can find someone else. Of course, they wanted my business, so now that's what we're doing. They come pick up, they drop off. I never even see people's clothes or anything dry cleaning related. All I see is the extra money. Number 5 is going to be your wash, dry, fold business. Now, wash, dry, fold is actually a whole business in itself. Now, before I share what I would like to consider an educated opinion on the business, it's only that way because I've been in the laundromat business for almost a year, and I also got a chance to speak to some really awesome people who have built whole wash, dry, fold businesses, some of which without even owning a laundromat. Check this guy out. This guy is in Long Island, New York. he has grossed over 4,000 pounds a month of dry cleaning, and he's been building his business for almost a year. It's a husband and wife team, and they operate out of their van. They spend about $250 a month in advertising to build up their business. It also gets built up by word of mouth. Now, this guy is in Long Island, New York, a very dense region of the country. He's been working at it, and this is his and his wife's daily job. Also, what's very interesting in areas like this is that he actually charges up to $1.50 per pound unless it goes over 100 pounds. Most of these customers are residential. He does have some commercial accounts, but as you can see, the guy's made quite a living for himself just by doing people's laundry. So if you want a great business idea, I'd give that one a try. This other guy, who's actually in the Laundromat Owners Facebook group, when I asked this question, basically was a poll of me asking, what do you guys do in wash, dry, fold every month? Or every day, rather. Some people do over 500 pounds a day. He's been building this business for a long time. Me personally, we just gained 2 commercial accounts. They're both clinics, and they provide about 30 to 40 pounds of laundry per week. That's an extra 280 pounds of laundry per month. By the end of the summer, when I grow this business out and advertise and leave brochures in all of our neighboring apartment complexes, I hope to take this business to 3,000 pounds a month. That would be an extra $1,500 profit, but not profit, because I've still gotta consider water, electricity, gas, wear and tear on the machines, and our soap. This brings us to our next way how a laundromat makes money: advertising. Now, advertising is actually a much less conventional approach when dealing with laundromats. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that when you own a laundromat for at least a couple of peak hours during the week, you've got a lot of eyes looking at around the walls of your laundromat. What are they looking at? Well, do you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at money. See, if I were to take the demographics, their age, their gender, where they're from, what are they doing, what do they like, what do they need, what is their social status, any kind of other status that I can pick up on, any kind of hobby or anything other in common, any behaviors, anything, I would box this up, make a nice form, and I would hand it to all kinds of businesses all around me in hopes that I can gain some advertisers. In which case we have. We've done business with a local restaurant, a prescription company, and the Metro. But you've got to be able to sell stuff, and this is where kind of the work aspect comes in. You've got to do the work. You've got to go to that business and say, I have this beautiful 20 by 42 inch wall space that I think you would love and would bring you a lot of sales to your business. I can get you in there for 1 month at $125, or we can lock in a 3-month deal at $99.95. You've got to kind of like the selling aspect of it. Like, if you're not like that, then, well, maybe it's not for you. This is just kind of what you have to do. This is just kind of the attitude that you have to bring. You have to want it. You've got to be hungry for it. It's not going to come to you. You've got to go out and get it. That brings us to number 7, the last way that I know of on how a laundromat makes money. And this is going to turn a lot of our laundromat owners off for good reason. And that is to lease or sublease your laundromat. Now, if you own the real estate, the building, the property, the land, you can actually lease your laundromat. Leasing a laundromat means that you will have a tenant who is the business owner of the laundromat. They pay you rent, and you sit back, collect, and don't worry about a darn thing. If you sublease it, this is also kind of a good play too, but for both kind of tenants really, but for the subleasee, much more, you've got to make sure that they know how to run a laundromat. Do they know how to work on machines? Do they know customer service? What are they going to do when they run into problems? What are they going to do in this situation? You would want to know all of these things before you sublease to them. And in any case, this is basically renting to a rentee. So say if I pay $2,000 a month for my laundromat, I could sublease it to a laundromat owner who wants to make a little bit of extra money for $3,000 a month. So I take that $3,000 a month, I give $2,000 of that to the landlord, and I keep $1,000 a month as complete passive profit. Now, why this is not a good idea is because, again, you've got to trust this guy with what is he going to do in situations. Does he know how to work on machines? Does he know how to run a laundromat? Is he good with customer service? Can he hire employees? All of this you would want to know. You're pretty much trusting this guy with your credit, your money, your business, your just whole life in general. So that's about it, guys. Those are the 7 ways how a laundromat can make money. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed. You do not want to miss a lot of the free, knowledgeable entertainment and advice that I provide for you here on this channel. We have a great time. We make videos at least once a week. Follow me on Instagram at Andy from Texas, or you can follow my business account at Cashflow Coma. I'm not sure how I feel about that one yet. But in any case, thank you all for watching. Have a great day.